Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we were grounded. The Council have decided we are more trouble than we are worth, and once again, they are not listening to our advice, despite the fact that we have been continuously correct. Oh no, clearly this time we are wrong. Now, Anderson asked us to meet him at Flux. So let's head on over. I have so many feelings right now. Hello. You're right. What be you?
Excuse me. You're the Spectre, right?
Okay.
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Well, thank you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
Probably not, given that you referred to your opposition as alien appeasers.
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
What happened at the mass relay was a misunderstanding. If you saw a child about to touch a gun, wouldn't you stop them?
I'd pull them away, yes. I wouldn't shoot them dead.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a good theory, but these people are making it sound like a racial issue.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
Oh, okay, but what does that matter? So what?
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
Yeah, no, you will not be getting Naomi's vote, sir.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
I'm sorry. She just said she disagrees with your views, and you're like, okay, but like, can you issue a statement publicly saying you do support me? No.
The occupation of Shan-Shi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shan-Shi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Remember Shan-Shi!
Okay, so that was an unmarked quest. It wasn't marked on the map. Here's my thing, there could be unmarked quests all over the Citadel. I could take the time to run around and try and grab them, but I find it very telling that we're being steered in this direction. We have to come through this way to get to Flux. And the quest was right here. I don't think they'd put an unmarked quest. Not at this stage, you know, when everything's wrapping up, you know. This is the end game. I can feel it. I was gonna say that before I spotted that guy. Like, I can feel the game is coming to a close. So how likely is it that they'd put something in, I don't know, let's say Barla Von's office in the Presidium? What's the likelihood that they'd put a quest over there when no one would really look? I'm gonna make the assumption that that was the only unmarked quest. I'm gonna make the assumption that there aren't any others, because I don't think they do that. I don't think they steer the player in this direction, you know, right at the end, when most people are gonna be like, okay, I need to get to the end of this. Oh, hello.
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment of your time?
Yeah, I don't. This is also seeming like another. Yeah, there's no mark. There's no mark. Yeah, I'm gonna make the assumption that there aren't any other quests hidden around on the Citadel. They're putting them all here. Like, here are your last opportunities to earn a bit of bonus XP. We're putting them, you know, where you need to go.
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
Okay.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Okay, I get it, but can you cut to the point, please?
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Oh. I've mentioned this before. Naomi doesn't... If you're committing crimes because that's how you sustain yourself, that's how you fund your lifestyle, I don't think that Naomi has a problem with that. As long as you're not punching down, as long as you're not enslaving people, and if you are killing people, like, if you're an assassin or a mercenary, that's fine. But if you're hiding in alleyways being like, I hate my mother, so I'm going to murder any women that come down this alleyway. Like, if you're doing that, like, that's just weird. You need some help. Don't be doing that. But if you're like, hey, I want to kill people, so I'm gonna hire myself out as an assassin, like, that's fine. Enjoy your work. Just don't be weird about it. Don't be, you know, serial killing. Like, don't be doing that. But, you know, aside from that, aside from slaving, punching down, serial killing, if you're not doing any of that, Naomi doesn't give a shit. But she does kind of judge drug dealers, because they are responsible for the death of her best friend growing up, Skylar. Skylar was an older girl within the 10th Street Reds, and she really took Naomi under her wing. She was the closest thing Naomi ever had to a mother figure. She considered her her sister, and she loved Skylar. She loved her dearly, not in a romantic way, as I said, in like an older sister kind of way. And Skylar died of a drug overdose. And, you know, if you're doing drugs and you don't necessarily want to get help, okay, Naomi's not gonna preach at you. But if you're selling drugs, Naomi is kind of like, I'm judging you there. I'm judging you there because those can kill. Those can harm people. And if this thing is legal but restricted, you've purchased the monthly limit. If they're imposing those limitations, clearly that means you can potentially OD on this drug. If it wasn't deadly in any type of way, if you could have as much of it and you would suffer no consequences, then there would be no restrictions, but you can only purchase so much a month. Clearly you can OD on this drug. I don't think that Naomi would be comfortable Like, I can see where this is going. I've purchased the monthly limit and I need more. You have to go buy it. I don't think this... I think this is, oddly enough, I think this is when Naomi would draw the line. Like, no, I'm not gonna buy you drugs that you could OD on. If you've already had your monthly supply and I give you this and you OD, your blood is on my hands. I'll shoot you in the head if you're being a dick, but I'm not having, you know, like, oh, how did Naomi kill this guy? She gave him drugs and he OD'd. I'm not having that on me conscience. I'm drawn to I'm leaving. Because I can... You're an addict. Go get help. Maybe I'll get it for you. No promises. I'm not doing this. I don't think Naomi is the type to preach. If you want to do this drug, then go for it. So I'm drawn to this. However, let's see what he has to say. Let's not cut him off, you know, before he says anything.
What exactly is this stimulant?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why'd you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Salarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
Why?
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
No. No. Your assistant sounds pretty reasonable. The first rule of negotiation is compromise, not I'm gonna force my way through this and I'm gonna get exactly what I want, balls to everyone else.
Why is this deal so important?
The Salarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
Didn't we just do this?
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Naomi isn't the type to preach, but here's a thought. I think, you know, how he describes his assistant, I think Naomi would be thinking, oh, he sounds like a pretty decent guy. If, you know, if the negotiations need to go ahead, if I could pick out someone, I'd pick out the assistant to do it. If we leave, one of two things is going to happen. Either he's going to get someone else to get the drug for him, or he's going to do it and he's going to be, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm thinking of in remission, not that. He's going to be, oh god, I forget the words, not high, you know, like he's going to be craving it. He's going to be a mess. If this is a really important trade negotiation, we need someone doing it, not the guy who's currently in need of drugs. I really wish I could think of the word I'm looking for. Like I said, my brain is coming up with remission, and I'm like, no. I can't think of it. I can't. That's going to annoy me. That's going to annoy me for the rest of the day. But here's my thought. If we can persuade him to get help, then the assistant will have to take over. This guy is never going to let the assistant do it of his own free will. If this is a really important trade meeting, then we need someone doing it. Naomi isn't necessarily the type of person to preach, but like I said, this assistant sounds reasonable. If she were picking between the two to do this negotiation, she'd pick the assistant. So, you know, just a little push to get this guy to back down. so that we can have someone decent negotiating with the Salarians.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
Then the game is bullshit.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand! Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right, I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Oh, I think that Naomi would feel a little uncomfortable that she was kind of preaching to that guy, but at the same time, she couldn't help Skylar. She couldn't help Skylar, so she was able to help him. And here's the thing, if he was going over his monthly limit, then he would have OD'd eventually. He would have OD'd eventually. It was just a matter of time. Strange.
Why is the music in these places always so loud? It almost seems as if the people here want an excuse not to talk to each other.
I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
Oh, this sounds a little snide, and now I know how you felt. What could he have done? What could he have done to help you? Just, when in doubt, blame Udina.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the Conduit.
Yeah, but how? How? That's the thing. The ship is grounded.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
But what'll happen to you? Like, I'm pretty sure what he's suggesting is illegal. Like, what happens to you, buddy?
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the Conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
Oh, I think Naomi would feel so grateful for this. He's putting his own like reputation on the line to get Naomi where she needs to be. Oh, that. Yeah, thank you.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
Ooh. Citadel Control has armed guards. Does Udina have a gun? Does Udina have a gun? Then he's running the risk of being charged with treason. if he hacks into Udina's office. Maybe we'll get lucky. Because Udina has been being very pally-pally with the council. There may be a chance that he won't be there. It's the safer bet.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
I think so.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Oh, Here's the thing, if we do this, we're committing a crime here. We're committing a crime. They're not just gonna let us walk back onto the Citadel. We've had 2 unmarked side quests. We're right at the end of the game. We're right at the end of the game, and I want to push forward with the story. That's the issue I'm having. I want to push forward. My gut tells me that they wouldn't put a random unmarked side quest somewhere random. Like, this is right at the end of the game. This is right at the end of the game. If they were being kind, they'd put them all in the player's path, which is what they've done so far. I'm gonna trust my gut. I'm gonna trust my gut.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
No, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Hello there, officers. We are just going back to our ship. Nothing strange is going on.
So, Liara, you've spent 50 years studying Prothean ruins and artifacts.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
Hell, I think you've spoken for scientists everywhere, Liara.
I love that the final thing we heard in the elevator was a bit of banter. I wish there had been more banter. The news bulletins were interesting, but I would have preferred more banter.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Did you see that punch, that son of a bitch? Yes! Get in there, Anderson! Oh! I love it. I love it. Okay, so we are ungrounded, and now I have to go around checking. Does anyone have anything to say? Oh, these guys don't know that Anderson punched Udina. That's sad. That's sad, but still, I've got to check. I've got to check.
Aw, damn it. No sign of pursuit? I was hoping the council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Hey, it's not over yet.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
Nah, I'm good.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Okay. Okay, now I only have 5 minutes left on my timer. Cat, please let me go to the system where Vermi was, because I never read the planetary descriptions. I never read the planetary descriptions for those places, so please let me go back. Please. Flee. Flee. Off we go. Oh, yeah, let me, yes? Yes! Okay, let's start with you. Chloroplan. Chloroplan is a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant with a haze of methane in the upper atmosphere. Orbital period 47.8 Earth years. Radius 32,191 kilometers. Day length 13.4 Earth hours. Jar 4. Jar 4 is a close-orbiting hot Jupiter hydrogen-helium gas giant with clouds of airborne silicate and deeper layers of sodium. In composition, it is extraordinarily similar to 51 Pegasi planet Bellerophon, one of the first extrasolar planets discovered by humanity in the late 20th century. Despite its great size, Jar 4 is actually rather low mass. The incredible heat of the star Hawk has caused its atmosphere to expand. In fact, Jar 4 is so low mass it is tidally locked to Hawk. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant hurricane force winds. Orbital period 1.3 Earth years. Radius 63,169 kilometers. Day length 1.3 Earth years. Namata. Namata is a terrestrial planet with a thick, hazy atmosphere of ammonia, methane, and a cocktail of other hydrocarbon gases. The surface is scorching hot, and mainly composed of nickel with deposits of iron. With a density 1.4 times that of Earth, it is obvious that Namata is rich with heavier metals. Mining could be extremely profitable, though the lethal heat and high gravity would make initial development costly. Given the political instability of the nearby terminus systems, investment is unlikely. Orbital period 3.5 Earth years. Radius 7,318 kilometers. Day length 70.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.6 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 168 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.4 G. Okay, that's Vermeer and you at the back. Priscilla. Priscilla is a terrestrial world so small it cannot retain even a trace atmosphere. The surface is frozen and composed of magnesium silicates with carbonaceous deposits. In the recent past, a pirate band from the terminus systems carved a message into the surface using ship-based laser weapons. In 100-meter wide Batarian syllabic, the message proclaims the military prowess and virility of one Captain Zayesh. A smaller postscript alludes to the questionable parentage of all humans. Lovely. Orbital period 108.7 Earth years. Radius 2,075 kilometers. Day length 24.9 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.00 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 158 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.1 G. Okay, and that is all of them read. I mean, all we have to do is go to Ilos, however, let's see, I'ma just quickly check. I'ma quickly check that no one has anything to say. I'm gonna read, because I think we have a codex entry. I'll read that, and then I'll stop in the garage just before I sort out my equipment.
Anything you need, Commander?
I would assume this is just going to talk about, what happened on Vermeer, but just in case.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
We may be ants to them, but humans have never managed to exterminate ants.
It makes you wonder, are ants any more aware than we were of the giants that walk over their heads?
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okie doke. Yeah, I don't think anyone is gonna have anything new to say, but I just have to check. I just have to check. You know, this is... like, this is it.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Nope.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the next episode we'll be making a start on the final mission. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to speak to everyone again. Do you still have nothing to say? Do you?
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. After everything you told me, it seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
So he did have something to say! Hey, this is why we check.
Stealing the Normandy is a trivial risk compared to the threat of Saren.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, that you didn't have anything to say about Ashley dying, but we steal the Normandy and he's up in arms.
Commander, how are you?
Oh, thank you. I'm good. How are you, buddy?
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. But I'm right behind you, Shepard. It's the least I can do.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
You'll get us through, Shepard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, buddy.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
You're one of my favorites. I love you, Rex. And Tali, do you have anything to say about us stealing the Normandy?
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
I mean, do you here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Council don't really like the Quarians, so what could her dad do?
Your father probably has some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
Bloody hell! We can't let Tali's father know. We can't let that happen.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I'm so glad I checked. I'm so glad I checked.
I should go.
See you later.
Okie doke. God, I can't believe we're going to be starting the final mission in the next episode. Damn. Damn, it's all wrapping up so quick. Okay, and the codex entry. Yeah, it's not here. Okay, yeah, just this one it seems. Terra Firma Party. Terra Firma is an alliance political party formed after the First Contact War. Its policy agenda is based on the principle that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. This covers a variety of legislation. Recent activities by Terra Firma include opposition to a law requiring high school alien language study, a proposal to increase tariffs on alien imports, and leading a popular movement to mark the First Contact War with a public holiday. Though founded by well-meaning individuals who feared the submersion of native human cultures under a wave of alien vogue, Terra Firma's agenda attracts many... I don't know how to pronounce this word. Jingoists and xenophobes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that is everything. Okay. Okay, yeah, and nothing. Just being very, you know, very... paranoid. Okay. Okay, and with that, I am gonna bring this episode to a close. In the next one, we head to Ilos. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.